Good morning, HighPointe Services. Today is Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Let's get ready for learning. Put yourself in a comfortable position and follow the video.
Hi, it's Eve here. Welcome to this short guided exercise designed to give you a moment to yourself, because you and your well-being matters. And it can be really hard to make time for ourselves. There are always so many competing priorities, and that is especially true if we're taking care of others, whether that's as a parent or caring for an elderly or sick family member. Or perhaps you just need to step back from work or to take a break from your studies. It is all too easy to get lost in all the obligations that we have. So my intention with this exercise is to help cultivate some space that is just for you. Your self-care time is just as important as everyone else's. And if you are taking time to nurture yourself, it means that you can then show up for those around you in a more meaningful and compassionate way. Okay, let's take a moment to get settled, whether you're sitting down or lying down, knowing that this time is for you. So allowing your shoulders to soften, the hands to just rest in your lap or down by your sides. Closing the eyes if that feels right for you, or adopting a soft downward gaze. And taking a couple of nice big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And with each inhalation, that sense of breathing in space for yourself. And with each exhalation, that sense of letting go of whatever is not serving you. And allowing your breathing to return to its natural rate and rhythm in and out of the nose. Connecting in with the physical points of contact, the body pressing down into the seat, and perhaps offering the following kind phrase to yourself, and you can adapt it however you like. You deserve this time. You matter, and so does your well-being. It is as if you are talking to a friend, being kind and gentle. So just taking a moment with that now. So guiding your attention to rest with the breath, just tracking the sensation of breathing, and knowing that the mind will wander off, perhaps get caught up in the long to-do list, responsibilities. It's okay, we can meet it with kindness, even saying, "Thank you, but not right now," and coming back to the breath. So noticing when the mind wanders, "Thank you, but not right now," and gently coming back to the breath. So coming back to the physical points of contact, the body in the seat, that sense of being held and supported. Perhaps noticing sounds around you, opening the eyes if you had them closed, and noticing how it feels to have given yourself 5 minutes. 5 minutes just for you, to pause and to nurture the mind and body. And I invite you to take with you your kind phrase, perhaps putting it on a post-it note or somewhere you can see it, to remind yourself that your well-being matters. Time for you is really important. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you back here soon.
Thank you, HighPointe. It's glad to see you time. Let's find a friend and tell them how glad you are to see them. Share a smile, shake their hand, let them see that you are glad to see them today. I'll give you a minute. Thank you. You can return to your seats. Today is World Emoji Day. Communication in the internet age now goes far beyond pressing send on a simple text message. Check your social media feeds or text messages. How many smiley faces, flying hearts, avocados, and unicorns do you see? These iconic little Japanese images known as emoji are more popular on the internet today than ever before. So naturally they have their own special day. Recognized on July 17th, World Emoji Day is a holiday that validates our obsession over these ubiquitous graphic icons. While sometimes they may seem silly, according to various psychologists and researchers, they may play a vital role in the way we communicate today. In fact, Oxford Dictionary's Word of the Year for 2015 was the laughing emoji. Light up your friends' phones with all the emojis you want today. It's a healthy obsession. Let's play a little quiz game today for our trivia. Can you figure out what these are? I'll give you some time. If you need or want more time, you should turn off the video now because I'm going to show you the answers. Here are the answers for the children's books emoji quiz. Today's weather in Fort Collins, 91 degrees with some thunderstorms likely. Flash flood dangers, maybe a possibility. In Centennial, a slightly lower temperature with the high around 87. The same, some thunderstorms, maybe a possibility of flash floods. Our word of the day today is emoji. It is a noun meaning a small digital icon or image used to express an idea or emotion. Emojis liven up your text messages with tiny smiley faces. They originate in the 1990s from the Japanese. A picture is worth 1,000 words. What do you think of when you look at this picture? Our quote of the day today is from Bob Morley. My emoji vocabulary is pretty limited to like the smiling poop and the rainbow and a unicorn or something. Our joke of the day. What did the laughing emoji say to the crying emoji? Well, the laughing emoji said, "Why the long face?" Let's find out what happened today in history.
July 17th, 1996.
It was like a big white flash, and then all of a sudden it turned into this big orange fireball, broke off into two pieces.
TWA Flight 800 explodes and crashes off New York's Long Island minutes after taking off from John F. Kennedy International Airport. All 230 on board the Paris-bound flight are killed in the blast, blamed later on a fuel tank explosion, likely sparked by a short circuit in the plane's wiring. 1918. Russia's last Tsar, Nicholas II, and his family are executed by their Bolshevik captors. That happens the year after the Russian Revolution topples the monarchy from power. 1955.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
Entertainment giant Walt Disney opens his latest creation, the Disneyland theme park in Anaheim, California. 1979. Nicaragua's dictator Anastasio Somoza resigns and flees into exile in Miami. That paves the way for the leftist Sandinistas to take power in that Central American country. 1975. The Cold War superpowers link up in space for the first time.
Apollo Houston, I got two messages for you. Moscow is go for docking. Houston is go for docking. It's up to you guys. Have fun.
As an American Apollo capsule docks with a Soviet Soyuz spacecraft. 1961. Baseball Hall of Famer Ty Cobb, considered one of the game's best all-round players, dies in Atlanta, Georgia. Cobb was 74. And 1967. John Coltrane, the jazz composer and musician, dies in Huntington, New York. He was 40. Today in history, July 17th, Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
Let's play Would You Rather. Time to stand up and move around the room. Would you rather have to use only emojis when texting, or would you rather have to use only words when texting? Think about that for a minute. If you would rather only use emojis when texting and you're in Centennial, move to the whiteboards. If you would rather only use emojis in texting and you're in Fort Collins, move to the fireplace. If you would rather only use words in texting and you're in either Fort Collins or Centennial, move to the windows. I'll give you a minute. Let's hear from those of you standing by the whiteboards or the fireplace. Why would you rather only use emojis when texting? I'll give you some time and your leader will call on you. It's time for those of you on the other side of the room by the windows. Why would you rather only use words when texting? I'll give you some time and your leader will call on you. Thank you. You may all return to your seats. It's client time. What's new and cool in your life? Share with us. I'll give you some time and your leader will call on you. Thank you. Let's look at our schedule for today. In Centennial, Enrichment Engagement arrivals at 8 o'clock. At 9:15, transition to lessons in SCC with Dove Valley Park as your morning outing. For Enrichment, at 9:30, Guess in 10 o'clock morning meeting, 10:30 book club. For Engagement at 9:30, morning meeting, 10 o'clock book club, 10:30 Guess in 10, and 11 o'clock is lunch. In Fort Collins, for Enrichment and Engagement, 8 o'clock arrival and 9:15 transition to lessons and SCC with your morning outing at Willow Bend Park for basketball. For Enrichment, 9:30 Guess in 10 o'clock morning meeting, 10:30 book club. For Engagement, 9:30 morning meeting, 10 o'clock book club, 10:30 Guess in 10, and 11 o'clock lunch. This afternoon, in Enrichment and Engagement Centennial, 12 o'clock Tech and Choice activities with lunch for returning SCC clients. Enrichment, your afternoon outing is South Glen Market, and Engagement, your afternoon outing is Stanley Market. At 12:55, Enrichment, indoor activities. At 1:30, outdoor activities. And for Engagement at 12:55, outdoor activities, and at 1:30, indoor activities. In Fort Collins, Enrichment and Engagement this afternoon, 12 o'clock, Tech and Choice activities with lunch for returning SCC clients. Enrichment, you are at Avanar Museum of Design this afternoon. Engagement, you are at Shapungo Sculpture Park this afternoon. At 12:55, Enrichment, indoor activities. At 1:30, outdoor activities. And Engagement at 12:55, outdoor activities, and at 1:30, indoor activities. In Centennial for Development today, 8 o'clock arrival, 9:15 transition to lessons and SCC with your morning outing at Highlands Ranch Library Park. At 9:30, morning meeting, 10 o'clock Independent Skills, 10:30 Art, 11 o'clock lunch. This afternoon, 12 o'clock, fitness and movement with lunch for returning SCC clients and your afternoon outing, Highlands Ranch Park and Library. 12:30 social activities, 1 o'clock noodle hockey, 1:30 independent skills, 2 o'clock chat chains. In Fort Collins today, development, 8 o'clock arrival, 9:15 transition to lessons and SCC with your morning outing at Harmony Library, 9:30 morning meeting, 10 o'clock independent skills, 10:30 art, 11 o'clock lunch. At 12 o'clock, fitness and movement with lunch for returning SCC clients and your afternoon outing, the town splash pad. 12:30 social activities, 1 o'clock noodle hockey, 1:30 independent skills, and 2 o'clock chat chains. Our positive affirmation today, the thing that you should say to yourself all day: I have everything I need to make today a great day. Thanks, and whatever your day is like today, put an emoji on it.